We are in the township of one of my favourite ever explores, Wangi. Just heading towards the point here. And we have the caravan park on the right. Welcome to Awabakal country with the sunrise over the water. How beautiful that looks. I wasn't going to film from here, but Belle said, get the camera out and start filming. I know. Look at that.
Oh, so nice.
It is a sleepy little town. 20 to 7. We left Angi at around about 5:45, and our first explore is Wangi Point Circuit. Just looking for a place to park up here. I don't know if this is part of the caravan park or we're allowed to come up here, or it didn't say you can't. Gowanna Street. Oh. Entry to this park is restricted. Surely the road that we're on has got nothing to do with the caravan park.
Correct.
The circuit that we're working on today, they talk about starting it from a place called Dobell Park. But what's involved if you park over there is you have to walk on the road before you even get to the circuit. So I came up with a better option of where to park. So here's the sign here, Wangi Point. That's where the gun emplacement is, up there. Okay, so that we've got a couple of different explores here. We've got the circuit, the Wangi Point circuit, and then I managed to find some gun emplacement, which is up the terrace here. So I don't know how much footage I'm going to take on this circuit here. You want to get a picture of that, honey? Yeah, I don't know how much footage I'm going to get around the circuit. If it takes too long, if it goes for a fair while, I'll break it into 2 videos. But up this road here, apparently, is where the gun emplacement is, the Wangi gun emplacement. And I'm hoping to park down here somewhere. We've got a morning walker with his dog. Give her a wave. There she is, they're friendly. Okay, so I'm just thinking here, hun. I think this is where I've seen that car parked that time. That's it. This is where we're parking. And there's the start of the circuit right there. Oh, we're going to try this again. Reverse park while I'm filming. I can't see a thing, the sun's in the way. So we have come down Watkins Road, past the caravan park, to Wangi Point. This is where I've parked the vehicle here. And a lot of the maps that you read, they say to start it from Dobell Park, but there is a lot of road walking involved. If you notice here, that's where the track starts straight through there. And we're going to do an entire loop. Have a look at this old sign under here. These are the 70s type 80s signs. Check that out. Bus going past. Lake Macquarie City Council. Welcome to Wangi Point Tourist Park. There would have been a nice emblem there. Looks like someone's pinched it. And down over here, we've got a nice map as well. Wangi Point Lakeside Holiday Park, deluxe cabins, standard cabins, camping ground, powered van sites, jetty and boat ramp. Camping prohibited unless authorised by park manager. Trespassers will be prosecuted. So this is the loop walk we're going to do. And as I said, if the video goes for too long, we'll break this into the first video of the day. And then we're going to walk up this road to the terrace, and up in this bushland somewhere is the Wangi gun emplacement. We'll look at that second, and then we do have a third explore, but that one might be a little bit tricky to get down to. I just don't know. But that's towards lunchtime. So here's the circuit here. And this is what it's called, the Circuit Link Track. They wanted us to park on Dobell Drive and walk along the roadway before you even got to this circuit, but I've come up with a much better and easier way where we're virtually straight down the stairs from where I've parked the car and onto the circuit. Have you read what we're going to see through here, Belzy? It says you can mix and match the trail sections to come up with a walk that suits your interests and mood. So we'll take the one that follows...
The blue?
Yeah, that follows the Wangi water. The one, you know, we want to head out to Wangi Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just keep on. We're not going to take the ridge track that heads through the centre. No. We'll just go around the outside, so we've always got the water. And then we'll end up back to the car here.
We're going to go on that red?
Yeah, we're going to go down the red down to Wangi Point.
Oh, we're going down there?
Yeah, we're going to go down the Wangi.
Up that one?
Up that one, then back onto this one, and then back to where we started, okay?
Okay, so when we get there, we turn left.
Yeah, we're going to turn left. We'll see signs anyway. It'll say signs to Wangi Point, yeah. Okay, let's rock and roll. I think this is going to be one beautiful walk around the water here. So this would be the holiday park in through here, and they've got little tracks where people that are caravanning here can take this walking. We stopped at the Wangi power station there, a couple of sheds that have collapsed since the last time I was here. It is my all-time favourite explore. Nothing will ever top the first time I laid eyes on that power station in 2017. I've been there many times, probably about 4 or 5 times over the years in the last decade. But that very first time when we turned up with Darren and Andrew and his son, that was a very, very memorable day. So we're now heading through bushland. So once we get back close to the water and we head down to Wangi Point, I think we'll start filming again. I don't think there'll be too much to see through here. Coming up to a little marker here. With a very swampy area on our left. Huh? We go left? Yeah. Head around the bay there. See the bird down there? A little butcher bird. Yeah. Up the top there. I can hear noisy miners, lorikeets. 2 circuit either way. So is this the ridge track to our right? Yeah, that's the ridgy. I think they would have mentioned it. this ever gets filled with water here, it might really stink at times, I'd say. Would have been a perfect day to head down the south coast this weekend too with that sunrise. If the sunrise is beautiful up here, it would be the same down there on the south coast. Hopefully in 2 weeks' time we can head down. We need clear skies for that explore. We're just going to take a detour off this track just in case there is no trail heading down to the rocks down here. Looks to be a path here, maybe where people fish. Come on down, Belzy. I want to get right on that water. Wow. Look how beautiful that is. How still, how peaceful. So the car is straight up there. There's the duck in there that's making that noise. Wow! 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 Come over this way. There's a bit of shade over here. I think we'll get a bit better footage from where we're blocked out from the sun a bit. And then we can take a few pictures over the water here. All right. The sun is behind the trees here. Look at the reflection. Stand exactly where I am here and the reflection coming from the trees up there. Yeah, this might be a 3-video day today. I think we'll be able to take too much footage on this circuit. See all the paragliders? They've been jumped out of a plane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you see them all coming down? In the distance. You see them? There's one on there,
yes,
next to it, next to it.
Yeah,
And we'll
yeah.
work your way all the way up. There's one really high up.
Okay.
Zoom in into them, you might be able to get a picture. The parachutists. How peaceful is it? How still is it?
It's magic.
It is magic, all right.
But I'll get one. No, that's not I could go swimming. Oh, this is real sweet.
It is nice. It is real nice. And did you get the reflection, honey, with the trees and the one in the water? Yeah, this is the spot to be to get clear footage. See that the sun's just behind the trees there, glistening on the water. Are you amazed how I can mimic all animals, Belsie? Talent of mine. You know where I learned that from? Tarzan.
I think you got Daisy pretty right.
Yeah, got Daisy right. Yeah. I got Matriarch right. Got all those horses right now. We've jumped back up here on the circuit track from being down there on the water, and we have rejoined what possibly could have been that other track that we saw earlier on in the day where it took us up through the bush there. But I'm actually glad that we came down here. My suggestion would be stick as close as you can to the water and get yourself a beautiful sunny morning, because you'll have it poking through the trees. And we did see the plane come back down to pick up the next lot of skydivers. So I'm not quite sure where they leave from. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. But it's similar to what they do down there at Wollongong, where they pick up the skydivers and let them jump out. And I forget what the park's called. Stewart Park? I'm not too sure, I'm just guessing where they come down to land there. I think I've done a bit of filming down there in past years. Surprised that the gun emplacement is all the way up in the bush there. You would think it's closer to the water here. I'm really interested to see that after, and I had no idea that there was anything like that here in Wangi. The last gun emplacements we were at were up there at Lithgow with Mavericks. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to find there. See, there's always little tracks heading down, I'd say for fishermen and whatever else. Are the kids back at school yet or not? I think certain schools are, maybe Catholic, private or something, because there's a few holiday makers still here. I'd say the bulk of the kids start next week, even though the school zones are operational today. That flew by, yeah? I can remember talking about it with you in December there when the kids just went on holidays. That month flew by like that. I heard Belle speaking to someone, I wasn't sure who it was, and it's Mr. Magpie here. Very friendly magpie. Reckon people feed it? I'm not going to fly away, he's just going to jump beside us here. Mr. Maggie. We did go past the main centre there, and there is a Wangi hotel. I think that's where we may stop today and grab a bite to eat. Put a little funds into the community. What do you reckon, Belsie? It's either that or head back into Morisset. Yeah, I'll think stay local. Yeah. Back on the water's edge.
It is very nice walking up.
That sound reminds me of a video that I took in 1994 with a few friends down there at Lake Conjola. Same thing, it was really quiet that Thursday, or Friday I think it was, yeah, Friday. People were going to turn up the following day because it was Easter long weekend. And I remember taking footage of that exact same thing, a little boat just coming through the water. I wonder what the fishing's like up here. I reckon that's a duck that was around the corner making the noise.
No.
It looks like it. Surely wouldn't have come around the bay there.
No.
Keep a lookout for... Oh, they're playing. Look, it's gone up. I think it's taken the next lot of parachutists. Can you see it? See how it's heading straight up in the air? I reckon it's picked up the next lot and it's going straight up. So we've got to keep a lookout for them jumping out. Can you see it or not? Should be able to see it now. Look right up in the sky where the clouds are. It's just about to go above that last cloud. Now it's doing a left-hand turn. See, glistening in the sun?
Yeah.
And now it's turned left. Just keep an eye out. I bet you the next 6 or 7 jumpers are going to fly out of that plane. This could very well be the ridge track that cuts up through, and this one might take us to Wangi Point. So we're going to head along the water here. You'd think there would be a sign here guiding you to Wangi Point, but it does have a little fella with his old man, and he's got a monocular or some binoculars. So it does say there's a great vantage point from down here. Did you see this tree here? Not looking all that, although it might be one of those trees that curl up on itself on it. Doesn't look healthy. It's rather hot, huh? Yeah, I think it's going to get up to about 30 degrees today. Lucky we're on the water. What was that? Yeah. You got islands everywhere. There's another island across the road, across the water there. Can you hear that? Something dropping from up here. What is it? Is there birds in the trees eating something? Can't see it. I couldn't see them before. There they are there. 2 lorikeets. So they're making a nest. It's just the one. You're friendly. Yeah, they might have a nest in there. I'd say they're dropping down into this trunk here. See, you can hear the other one. Yeah, you got babies. I can hear your babies in the trunk. That's what it's standing there for, or sitting there for. Bellsy's ordered me down onto Shelley Beach down here. Why is there so many shells? Did you bring a towel? It is the day for swimming, let me tell you. It's nice and humid. You know what that noise was back up there? Two lorikeets.
Oh, having a
net. No, it's got a nest in the tree stump.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. You could hear the babies rattling around in the hollow stump.
Oh, could you?
Yeah.
Oh, could have climbed up.
Yeah. Why is there so many shells here? Do you want to walk around the beach a little bit before we jump back on the track? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Be careful, it's slippery.
Yeah. Oh,
Did you do this?
love Wangi.
You're graffitiing again.
Yeah, graffiti. I always write something of where we are.
I know. Love Wangi.
Love Wangi.
It's a beautiful spot.
And you know what I love?
What?
Look at these little rock cut. Look at them.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that.
Yeah, it looks like Pebble Creek, yeah,
Look at
that
that.
you make barbecues and old bins from.
See that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's in fish tanks and
Yeah.
stuff.
And when I was a young fella
Quite a gold tooth.
working for the sandstone place, that's what I used to do with this Pebble Creek.
It's nice to put hot pot. I haven't seen so many shells.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's just the location. Tide.
Yeah, the tide washes them up, eh? Do you think this is Wangi Point?
What's that?
Surely there would be a sign here notifying us. What's the markings here along the beach? Is that turtle? Or is that a bike?
Ooh.
Have a look at that. Starts.
It's a bike.
You reckon it's a bike? Starts from here. He's brought a bike down here and ridden around, has he?
They're beautiful.
Yeah, treading. You can see the
You
tread.
see the tread in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Footprint right over the tread. Another one here, look at that. Oh, that breeze is beautiful, huh? Right on the point. Must be on the point now. We're having that breeze. Oh, yep. Look at the little chair here. Yeah. Next lot of parachute jumpers have come out of the plane. I'm not quite sure if the camera's going to pick it up. You might see something in the distance there. I can see two as clear as day. I'd say the bulk of them have landed. There's the plane doing a lap. And he's ready to land and pick up the next lot. Unmistakable sound. See how he's coming into land again? So that's the second time we've seen him land. And there's two parachutists just about to land. This is a jet boat. Did you see this? Have a look at this thing flying across the water here. Speedboat. He is flying. Let's get back onto the circuit, and back where that marker was, the two little stick figures holding the binoculars, and head back up into the bush. Have you already taken the track? Oh, you're going to try to cut your way. Okay, I'm just going to take this track and go up the stairs. So you just wait up there for me. It wasn't all that long from where you drop down onto the sand here. So you've got another track here. You see people are cutting up. You'll probably head up that way as well. You're going to go past the lorikeets here. I see ya. I see you there. Very quiet. You hear your babies. We have come to the conclusion that this is a lorikeet sanctuary. They are everywhere. There's pairs in every tree, just hanging out on their branches here. See that big bird that came in? Was that crow, raven? Yeah, there's two of them. Everywhere we look, there's lorikeets, and all the trees here have got holes in them where they breed. They're very quiet as well. Normally lorikeets are noisy, but they're not too bad. See, I can hear things falling. They're eating. I suppose you have to come up with something for the people that holiday here. Otherwise they'll be just sitting around their campsites with nothing to do. So why not build a circuit where they can come and enjoy? Get their daily exercise in. There's another pair of lorikeets. Just up there. I'm not even quite sure if they're lorikeets. Did you see that, Bill? They might be babies of some type. They don't have the lorikeet markings. They're just completely green. Now they're different. They're not rainbow lorikeets. There's the rainbow lorikeet up there. These are lorikeets, but just the... No, they're not babies, I don't think. I seen these type of lorikeets on Dr. Harry the other night. They made great pets. Plenty of rainbow ones up here. Another one up there, that's a rainbow. Bellsy, I'm going to confiscate that chalk from you. Maybe I should change the name of the YouTube channel to Bell and Prime. I think not. It's well established now, so it will forever remain Optimus Prime. In the canopy of trees, nice and cool through here. Have a look how beautiful all this bark is that this massive tree has shed. It's just fallen below it here. The colours. And Bill's yelled out up here that there's a tree with a gaping hole in it. Look at the way this one has grown. This one's fallen down. Look at this one here in the distance. It's leaning, a massive lean to the right. And there's a big cavern in the side. I reckon birds nest in there. It'd be good shelter for birds to stay out of the rain. That is an insane tree.
Yeah. You should
Look
try
at
hugging that one, huh?
Oh, I don't think I'll get my arms around there.
Look at it.
I know.
Yeah, that's wow. I'm sure it's a.
See if I can zoom into the hole.
It looks a bit like a ghost kind of. Yeah, I think I'll make that one my home.
If I was a bird?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in that.
Yeah, a bird.
It is massive. You couldn't even, like say, if I put my arms around it and get Belle to put her arms around, we still wouldn't be able to touch each other's hands. You'd need 3 or 4 people standing on either side.
Actually, when you touch it, it feels so. You know? Right?
Yeah, I know.
When you touch it.
You feel so little. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it looks old. There's heaps of trees that have been cracked and fallen down. Sure is beautiful walking through here. It's probably better in winter because we are rather humid. Like we're sweating, it's humid today and... Okay, here we go. We're ended. So we've got the botany track to the left and we've got the ridge track and the circuit track to the right. Should we head down the botany trail for a while or not? Let's just head down to where the water is, considering the water's just there, and then we'll head back. Okay, so we've come up the ridge track. Maybe. Someone's put a fishing net on there. Which way do you reckon that ridge track was facing? Do you think we've come up through the ridge track or not?
No. No, that's the ridge track there.
Yeah, someone's bent it. So the ridge track's...
No. That's the ridge track there.
Yeah, up that way.
No.
Oh,
There.
here.
That's the ridge track.
Ah, you're right.
That's the circuit track.
Well spotted.
Okay.
Well spotted. So there's the ridge track up there. And if you see, it's pointing, can't even see it, where the net is. Maybe that's why they've put the net on, because people get confused. So there's the point right there. Ridge track.
We did the circuit track.
Yep. So if we want a shortcut, we head up through there, but we're going to head home back to the car here. Probably hit the gravel road up there, which is Watkins Road, but we'll head down here for a little bit and see what the botany track's all about. We have to make a correction. We were nowhere near Wangi Point. That's why there was no sign back up there. So we have reached it now. So it says here, Wangi Point straight ahead and via shoreline and parking. I would think this may take you to Dobell Park, where they suggest you start the walk from, and entails a lot of road walking. So let's head down here. Have a look. Be careful, hun.
Well, I'm not even on a hill.
Oh no. Imagine falling and rolling your ankle on something as simple as that.
That was just a
You've done some epic explores,
I know, and you skid on some
and you skid on something like that.
Now that would have just been a bum clap, really.
Now, you managed to get all the way down to 40-foot falls there, and yet you roll your ankle here at Wangi on the most
I haven't rolled it.
I know, but
I know.
I'm saying if you did, you rolled it on the most easiest trail of all. What is it? What's an Ozcam? Oh, is it?
You know, do you buy short? Your shorts.
Oh, the camo print?
Yeah.
Oh, camo print.
Look at the camo tree.
A
Like
camo
particularly
tree.
that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
The others are
That's like that because of shedding, yeah?
I know, but look at it. And there's the lorry up there. Look, there he is. See? Two of them.
Yeah,
Nesting.
up there,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in every tree.
Yeah. Actually,
The lorry.
they must come here to nest and breed.
Yeah. Maybe this little
I mean, I thought it's a bird.
bush sanctuary here is all about the lorikeets nesting. Got a railing to the left here. And we've got fishermen down here. So this must... Yeah, we're going to head down that way. Well, let's got to get down here. You've got to see what's down on the stairs here. Do you reckon Wangi Point's there or here? All right, let's see what's down here first. You could walk. I'm pretty sure where we were there, you could walk all the way around on the rocks. It must be low tide. You can see how far the tide does come up. All right, I'll come up to where you are, babe, because there's nothing down here. You know what I can see walking along this trail to Wangi Point? Let me just see if I can get a clear view. I would think that's Earring Power Station. Straight through there. And you get a better view through these trees. You'll be able to see the 3 abandoned chimney stacks at the Wangi Power Station. There they are, straight through there. You may get a better vantage point down below, but that middle stack there, that's the Optimus Prime stack. I'll let you know a little bit more what I mean by that in another video that's filmed later on today. If this leads us down to the water, we may get a real clear view of the abandoned power station, which is up for sale, I believe. I did see a video. Someone had posted something on Instagram. 30 million? Is that what I heard? We'll be able to see it from there. I think we've got to come back onto this track, so we'll jump down there and we'll have a look both chimney stacks at the power stations there. Get Bill to zoom in on them. So this is the point when you look on a map and it brings up Wangi, it's like an island, and you see where it comes to the apex. This is where we're going to come out on now. There might be a bench seat here. There is. Can't really see anything. It looks like the trees have grown. In the time this was built, the trees have all grown around. Or can you head down? Might be a little track down through there. Is that looping on itself? There's another track heading this way. Is there a track down, Bells, or not? Okay. Let's get down to the shoreline and we'll start working our way back. See if you can see those power station chimney stacks, and if you can, try to zoom in on them. Got a few people fishing on their boat there. Is it worth going down? We're just looking at that buoy again, where we walked down the stairs. Yeah, I've seen one of those chairs where the fisherman was. I thought it was his chair. That's exactly the same style chair of where the fisherman was. Keep on going down while we're here now. Okay, let's see if I can squeeze through here. Oh, you're not going to fit through with your bag. Okay, we're right on the point now. Okay, Wangi Point. Success. How far up was that fisherman? There he is. So there's the other chair up there. You could make it around on the rocks, as I said before. It's a little bit cooler up in through the trees there. You see the chimney stacks from here? Yeah, you get a good view of the Earring power station. Bell's facing straight towards it. Can you see the 3 stacks, Bell? Whoever put the chair up on the other cove there has put this chair here as well. Same person. Yep, there it is, the abandoned power station. The legendary Wangi. Closed in 1986. The earliest graffiti that I found inside from guys that explore abandoned buildings was from a group that used to be quite prominent back in the day. I don't think they are anymore. I think they're out of Victoria, called the Cave Clan. I have seen graffiti in there. I went in 2017. I've seen graffiti in there from 2000, from the Cave Clan. So they've come up from Victoria and explored Wangi. Can you imagine what it was like exploring Wangi in the year 2000? That's not a hell of a long time after it ended up closing. There would have been a lot more shit still left inside back then. There was quite a lot of stuff left inside when we explored it in 2017, but what's changed these days compared to last century is the plumes of smoke that you would see coming out of those 3 stacks. You can see the graffiti on there from here. Heritage listed, so I don't think there's ever going to be a time that you see it demolished. If someone does buy it, you're going to have to incorporate certain parts of the building. But I don't know what you do with it. It's tucked away in this little joint called Wangi here. How are you going to attract people here unless you build housing? I just don't think anyone's ready to take it on. I don't think it'll ever be taken on. I think in 20 years' time it'll still be abandoned like it is. We've had the locals build themselves a little hideaway here. Hey Belle, come down, because they've got like a, let's just walk down, see what it's all about. I can see a bench seat down there. Maybe someone's home. Just be careful, it's slippery, go sideways. Have they tried to put a roof on it or something? Yeah, they've got a spot for their fire. Come down and have a look. Let's say the local kids. There's the stacks in the distance. Come and have a look at all the engravings on the tree here. I love Andre. BM from 2019. You see all the engravings there? I'll get you to stand where I am here. I'm just going to walk around. Like Stonehenge. So we're back up at this sign at this massive intersection of where you come down the circuit track here, and the ridge trails here. We are going to continue along the Wangi southwest trail, and this should take us back onto Watkins Road, the gravel road that will lead us back up to the car. Once we get up to the car, we'll sign off from there, and so this video doesn't go for too long, I'll start the gun emplacement video as a second explore for today, and then once we do that we'll head off to the third one, which we actually did see from the shoreline down here. We could actually see it along the rocks a little bit further away, but we need to park the car down on Dobell Drive there near the park to complete that one. It's a little bit too far to walk from here. We've got the last information pole here that leads you down to the botany track to the left, down towards the water again. And we're going to head towards the parking area. It does say here, no dogs permitted in this reserve. A dog is viewed as a predator by native animals. Even the scent of a dog on a leash or in a car frightens wildlife. Got a big gate. This should lead us back onto the gravel Watkins Road, Wangi Southwest Trail. Someone's left or forgotten to pick up their shoes. Somewhere probably down on the rocks, and a polite bushwalker has brought them all the way to the gate here. So I would think that there's Watkins Road in the distance there, and if you didn't want to park where we did, you could drive all the way to the end of the road and park here. There is like a monument here with a plaque. You see someone's ripped the top one off? Bastards. I wonder what was up there. It was probably a beautiful map of the area. What does it say here? This plaque was unveiled on the 22nd of November 1996 to mark the reservation of Wangi Point and 5 other areas of land adjoining Lake Macquarie as the core of the Lake Macquarie State Recreation Area. Picnic table here. It's the same information board as when we first started the track, and this takes us back to where we were before. So I think we'll head down Watkins Road, beeline for the vehicle, and we'll sign off once we get there and start the second explore. This is starting to make a little bit of sense now. This is Dobell Road off to our left. Is it Dobell Road or Drive? Dobell Drive. Okay, this is what they mean by the road walking. So they suggest you park all the way down where Dobell Park is, and you'll be walking all the way down Dobell Drive. And once you reach the end here, on the corner of Reserve Road and Dobell Drive, that's when they want you to turn right and go up the circuit. I reckon it's far easier to park up here or wherever you did. And Reserve Road, is this Reserve Road down here, huh? So Reserve Road must turn into Watkins Road, because we came down Watkins Road. Another sign down here, we'll just see what that says. What's that car behind? This must turn into a gravel track at some point. Yeah, we shouldn't be too far away from the car now. Well, there's the gravel track down there. No through road up here. From the corner of Reserve Road and Dobell Drive up there, which I can virtually still see, just a little bit around the corner, we are back. We are back at the vehicle. So that has gone perfectly from what I was looking at on Google Maps throughout the week. I think that's a far better option than parking down there at Dobell Park. So we'll bid you farewell from Wangi Point here. Going to start the second video from here. So until we see you again on the next adventure or explore, from the Icon and myself, adios.